welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be creating this makeup look with the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. The first one, not the Vault series. In this video I will be letting you guys know where I've been and why I haven't made another video. So if you guys want to keep on watching, then go ahead. I've already primed my lids with concealer, Maybelline Fit Me concealer and Sand Sable. And I did get the Jaclyn Hill palette for Christmas. So I've been wanting to make a video because, you know, I've been like not uploading any videos. So I wanted to make kind of like an update video because I have been getting a lot of comments and I have been seeing them, and I try to respond to every single comment I get or message on Instagram or anything that I receive regarding my video or regarding cancer or regarding anything. A lot of people have been asking for an update video. And I know, I'm so sorry, it's not an excuse, but I was at the hospital for a month, and, well, a month, like, recently, and then before, that, I was at the hospital for, like, 2 months, I think. So I've been at the hospital for the most part. I'm gonna go in with the yellow color. A lot of things did happen. I did have an abscess in my leg. I don't know if I already talked about that, but I had an abscess in my leg and they had to drain it. I couldn't walk, so I had to kind of learn how to walk on my left leg again. I had to use a walker, a wheelchair. So that happened. And then I went to the hospital for Methotrexate Toxicity, which is basically the chemotherapy that I receive through my lumbar puncture. Is called Methotrexate, and I get that every single time that I got a lumbar puncture, and it had not affected me as much as it did that one time. So I was admitted at the hospital for like about a month because the chemotherapy that I received, aka methotrexate, affected my brain, which caused the left side of my body to kind of paralyze for a few hours a day. Most of the time it happened after I took a shower. So I would wake up fine, and then I would take a shower and my body would just kind of paralyze itself. And I was scared because I had never gone through anything like that, and I really hope nobody else goes through it. I wasn't sure what it was, and I tried to you know, research, or I tried to kind of look it up on YouTube to see like what was this thing that was happening to me. I wasn't understanding quite well. For me, I couldn't see for my left eye, and I couldn't swallow anything on, like, I couldn't swallow anything. And it was partly because I couldn't swallow from the left side of my throat. So it would cause me to cough, and it would cause me to get choking symptoms, and I couldn't talk right. I couldn't move this left arm. I couldn't walk on my left leg. I had to get help for everything. My mom helped me go to the bathroom. My sister helped me take a shower sometimes. My mom would feed me. I had to get fed through a feeding tube. It was not fun. I'm gonna just start off by saying that. And I'm sorry, I don't have words to explain what it felt like, It was just horrible, and I was so confused, and I got traumatized. Like, I don't know. I'm scared to get methotrexate again. They did switch me to cytarabine, but they will be eventually be trying methotrexate again. So at first they thought that I had like they thought I was having symptoms of epilepsies, I think. And they did MRIs on my brain, and everything came back normal. My brain just showed what a brain would show when it's toxified. Is toxified even a word? When it has methotrexate toxicity. So they treated me with cough syrup. I know, strange, but it worked. So I'm gonna go in with this color right here. I tried to make a video of me doing my exercises, but it was not fun. You couldn't understand anything I was saying because my voice sounded like a kid, like a child. I'm so thankful that my body did not react worse. I started noticing that my body was reacting different because we were out shopping that day, and we were at this store called At Home, and I was trying to reach with my left hand. I was trying to reach for a plant that I wanted to buy. I wanted to reach for it, and my arm kind of would just kind of like flop. And at first I had felt kind of like tingling in my hand because I was trying to like look at my phone and trying to call my mom because I was trying to find her. And my phone was tingling like a little bit weird. And I told my mom, I was like, Mom, like my arm is just flopping. And at first I think she thought I was playing with her, because she was just like, stop playing. Like, she was kind of like laughing it off. And I was like, no, I'm serious. Like, I don't know what's wrong with my hand. And I told my sister, and we called the oncology clinic. They told me to go into the emergency room. They did the MRIs and stuff, and they took a super long time because you know, they didn't know what was going on with me, and they thought it was epilepsy, and they were just confused. So they called the oncology team, and they told them to send me up to a room because probably they knew what was going on. And then I had like a really bad infection at the back of my thigh, which caused severe pain, and I was on morphine. I don't know if you can really see that, but all I've done is added yellow and then some orange. When we got home, my mom started cooking and I started eating, and they took out the tube, and I've had a little bit of issues kind of going back to eating and having appetite, because it's hard being at the hospital and not eating for so long, and then coming home and being expected to have 3 full meals and plus snacks plus like 8 bottles of water. I don't know if I'm liking this, but I'm just gonna keep going with it because I wanted to do like something super creative. I guess not. I kind of want to add that turquoise kind of color in the inner corner. Recently, I've been having problems. Not problems, but my body, it's still kind of like getting over the whole methotrexate thing, and then I had to go back and do delayed intensification part 2. So it's kind of like healing from all the chemo that I got while I was at the hospital. And so it's kind of having like troubles getting back together. So I've been going, I don't know if you just saw that, but I don't know why it doesn't work anymore. Okay, whatever. So my hemoglobin will not stay, like it won't stay at what it's supposed to stay, and it just keeps going down, and I keep needing blood transfusions. If you know, like if you have cancer or if you need regular transfusions, you know when you need a transfusion. I did ask why, and the nurse practitioner told me that it was because my bone marrow was still kind of like getting over all the chemo and healing itself from all the chemo, that it's kind of like hard for it to have good counts and have a good hemoglobin and have good platelets at the same time. So that's why my platelets keep going down, and my hemoglobin as well. Also, yes, my hair has been growing. Look at this mess. I'm so happy about my hair. I was really hoping for it to be a little bit longer for like prom and graduation and all that. But I mean, it's obviously not gonna be that long. And I don't mind at this point. I don't even care. I'm just happy that I have hair on my head. Sorry, I'm so used to like putting my head like this and not showing anything. So I kind of wanted to update on my Make-A-Wish. Like I told you guys, I don't think I have even told y'all what I chose. But I chose to meet my one and only lover, Harry Styles. There is a very long line to meet him. There's 17 people in front of me waiting to meet him. And it's kind of making me mad because he's over there in Tokyo. Like, sis, come meet us. I'm trying to meet you. Anywho, yes, I chose to meet Harry Styles. I did get a letter from Make-A-Wish saying that they just needed doctor approval to send me to him or to send him to me to meet. But I talked to my doctor and she said she hasn't gotten any paperwork to sign. So I'm guessing we're just waiting on her signature now. And a letter saying, like, you know, it's time for you to go meet him. I think they're gonna send us all in a big group to meet him at the same time, because I do not think that he's gonna go to every single person that's waiting on him. I don't think he's gonna go to every state that the people live in. I don't know if everyone lives in Texas that's waiting on him, that, like, you know, the 17 people that are waiting on him. I don't know if they're all from Texas. I don't know if they're like some in LA, some in Texas, some in New York. I don't know where these people are located. I'm located in Texas. I'm one of them. I'm the 18th person waiting on him. So we're kind of just waiting on my doctor and on what his team decides to do. I'm not really sure. This is the only Make-A-Wish I've done, you know. Like I have no clue. Some people are set to meet him this year already. Like they know the date, they know the place, they know everything, but I do not know. They were planning on sending me to his last show, which was I think in LA, or his last week was in LA, but they did get a hold of Harry's team, and they said that Harry or his team didn't want any more Make-A-Wish people on the last week of tour. So that's why I haven't met him already. If not, they would have sent me to LA and I would have met him on tour. But we don't all get what we want. And so I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting on my turn. I'm still waiting on my doctor's signature, and I'm waiting on Harry's team to send me a confirmation letter through Make-A-Wish. Of course, I don't have direct contact with Harry or Harry's team. As you guys know that, I don't think that's even possible. So Make-A-Wish did ask if I had, you know, a public platform, kind of. I don't want to say platform because I have no type of platform. And unfortunately, my mom did tell them yes, and she did say that I had a YouTube channel. So I'm not sure if Make-A-Wish is going to ask me to not post anything about the Make-A-Wish with Harry, or if they're going to ask me to make a specific video regarding me meeting Harry through Make-A-Wish so I could kind of promote them. I really don't know why they ask those kinds of things, but I have not received any information for from any of my 2 wish granters or wish coordinators. I didn't really want to speak about my wish publicly, not because I didn't want anyone to know that I was gonna meet Harry or that I chose to meet Harry, but simply because I didn't want to get excited really fast. I didn't want to like tell everyone that I'm gonna meet Harry and then for them to tell me that it's not possible to meet Harry. Then I'm gonna be looking dumb and I'm gonna look, you know, I'm gonna look like Boo Boo the Fool. So yeah, I didn't want to say anything until everything was official. They were supposed to explain how Make-A-Wish worked, what I can wish for, how the wishes would, you know, come through if I did choose a certain thing, like if I chose a trip. They would explain how that would work out, what dates, and how it would work out with my treatment. Like if I chose to meet somebody else, like an actor, or, you know, if I were to meet John Cena, I'm guessing they send groups, they send groups of people, and then they all meet in one spot, and John Cena goes to meet them. I'm not sure if that's how he does it. That is a possibility that that I am facing by choosing Harry, simply because there's so many people waiting on him, and I don't know how many people are behind me. I know there's 17 people in front of me. I don't know how many are behind me. With that being said, I was ready the first time they came to my house. I told them I know what I want, so simply write what you want, like your first choice, write 2 more choices of what you want, and then write a letter basically saying why you want your first wish to be granted. So, you know, my first wish, my first choice was to meet Harry Styles. So I wrote why. Make-A-Wish had to go and read it, and they had to basically determine if my wish was worthy enough to be granted, basically. Like, they had to read my letter, and my letter had to convince them to grant my wish. So I wrote all of that, you know, I wrote my heart out. I was like, you know, Harry, like, he's my idol, he's my inspiration. I do what I do because of what he has like of how he has shaped me. Not that he's here physically, but like, you know, he's my idol, you know. I look up to him. He has shaped me in a certain way. And I got approved. So basically, it's a yes from Make-A-Wish and from Harry's team, because they did have to reach out to Harry and, you know, say, you know, we have this person that wishes to meet you, and she's located in Texas. I don't know if they talked to Harry directly, which I doubt. I'm pretty sure they talked to his managers, and Harry's managers had to say yes or no. So I'm guessing they said yes, because they did tell me that they were just waiting on doctor approval. So with that being said, I am going to meet Harry. I'm not sure if it's going to be 2019 this year, or if it's going to be 2020 next year. I don't know how long it's going to take for Harry to meet all the 17 people in front of me. Because, you know, Harry takes his time. Like, sis, we know. Harry, you know, he likes to take his vacations. He lives in LA. He goes back home to London. You know, he goes out to travel. He's in Japan right now. You know, he was I don't know where recently, you know. So I am in no rush. I am happy. I am more than happy that his team said yes to meet me, and I'm more than happy that I'm gonna meet him. I'm in no rush. I mean, I want to meet him, you know, but I'm not rushing. I don't want him to feel rushed. I want him to take his time with every single person that's waiting to meet him, because that's how I want to be treated. That's how I want to be. That's how I want to, like, you know, experience him meeting me. Not be like, oh, I have to go meet her, and then I have to go with these many people afterwards. I don't want him to be like that with me. And I'm sorry I'm taking such a long time on this, but I'm gonna move on to my face. Let me find out some information about what you want, and I'll call you right back. So she called me back, and she said, we can cancel your wish. We can go ahead and start over on the application process, but your wish will not be granted this year. Either way, my wish hasn't been granted. It's already 2019. I filled out the application on June 4th, which was the day before the concert here in Dallas. And then she said, there is 17 people in front of you waiting to meet Harry. And I said, really? Is that so? So to me, canceling a wish that I've been wanting for so long. Since I became a One Direction fan, I've been wanting to meet Harry. And I remember all those times that I've cried over Harry and over the fact that I was never going to meet him. And when she said there was only 17 people in front of me, yes, that's a long line. No, I'm not going to cancel my wish. I said, you know what? Let's keep going forward with this. Let's keep going forward with this Harry wish. Never mind about what I said about the trip. Forget I even called you. Like, I'm gonna keep going with Harry, you know? She said, thank you for letting me know though. I'm happy that you told me as soon as you did. But either way, your application is already being viewed. So I do not know if I am allowed to say how many people in front of me there is. And I don't know if she was allowed to tell me. But she told me. And she saved my wish. So here I am on YouTube telling, I don't know how many people are going to watch this, telling you guys that I'm going to meet Harry Styles. It's been almost an entire year since I sent off my application, got it approved, and got a letter back saying, we just need your doctor to sign. Almost a year. I still haven't gotten anything. But you know what? Here I am telling you guys that I'm going to meet him. So you can ask your social worker. You can ask a child life specialist. You can ask a nurse. You can ask the doctor. You can ask, I don't know who else, but you can ask. And be like, hey, you know, like, I'm going through this. Also, wish is only for patients, for kids from the age of 18, from the age of 2 to 18. Only, again, only if they went through a life-threatening situation. My life-threatening situation was cancer, as everybody knows. But there is a lot of other kids that not only go through cancer, they go through several things, but they only get one wish. So that's why I'm trying to let you guys know this information so you guys can be aware. Okay, I'm gonna go in with a bigger brush, again with the butter bronzer, and just kind of blend everything together. And make my forehead a little bit more tan because, you know, sis got a big forehead. And conceal this double chin. I love putting some on the tip of my nose because it feels like it kind of adds color to my face. And also I just kind of go like this on my forehead and on my chin. I kind of just add blush everywhere. Also, I'm using the It Brow Powder. The It Cosmetics Brow Powder and Universal Taupe. I'm gonna go in with my Fenty Beauty gloss and Fenty Glow. Okay guys, so I'll go ahead and apply my lashes and then I'll be right back. Okay you guys, I'm back from putting my lashes on, and I also finished my lower lash line. I went ahead and used the Lily lashes in Miami. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this look. I know I did talk a lot about Make-A-Wish, and I really wasn't gonna talk just mainly about Make-A-Wish. I wanted to talk about where I've been and more like that, but you know, things happen when you're not concentrated. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe down below. So yes you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this look. I'm sorry about talking so much in this video. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe down below. Leave any questions you guys have. I promise you guys I will answer everything. If you guys have any suggestions on what video to do next, please let me know down below. I would love to make a video for you. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next video. Bye.